Hi folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, earlier this summer, I had this person that I talked to at sports shows come up to this area to fish in the Grass River, and he brought his son up, and I spent a day taking them to all my favorite spots. Well, I've talked so much in the past about how fishing can spur on friendships, and now, a blessing to me, he considers me a friend. And yesterday I just got a text from him with some photographs, and he and his son had made a trip to the Salmon River in Pulaski to catch a salmon. Now his son is only 11 years old, and there was a picture of his son holding this incredible salmon. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So I got back to him and I say, how did he catch that fish? And he said, well, that fish came from Sackett's Harbor using a glow spoon of some kind. I don't know what that is, but he certainly did, and that's how he caught the salmon. But then there were pictures of him using a fly rod, him being his 11-year-old son, laying line out in the Salmon River so beautifully. I was absolutely amazed. How did this kid learn to cast like that? In New Jersey, they certainly don't have salmon that he's fishing there. But this was my question that I texted back. How did he come to be able to... When I was 11 years old, growing up on a trout stream, I used a fly rod all the time, and believe me, I couldn't cast like that. That was poetic to see that line laying out. The camera captured it so beautifully. Unfortunately, he said, we didn't land one on the Salmon River. And people should be aware of that. When you're fishing for salmon right now, you probably will connect with something. When there's a lot of salmon in a river, you're going to connect with a fish. But to land it is another thing. And remember, when those fish first come in the river, they will strike lures, flies, whatever you happen to use. They haven't developed that tremendous sense that they don't eat anymore. They just spawn. That's their driving force. But when they first come in, they will still strike something. And so, but so many of the fishermen that hook a salmon in the Salmon River, they have to follow it downstream, and they cross lines with other anglers, and it becomes really difficult to finally land one. That's the key. Do you land it or not? But in this case, it's strange that I would give a fishing report from somebody in another state, but it's sort of a testament to what we've been trying to do, that somebody from New Jersey would give me a report on the salmon fishing down in that area. So I think it's something we all can take pleasure in. You know, if people can come up here, the Salmon River is a draw to people all over the world. Once a year, they venture to that area to try to catch a lifetime fish like a salmon. And I'm sure there's plenty of those being caught right now. But this is another great part. You know, Sackett's Harbor we don't talk about as much, but the fish can move into these places. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.